Hey, I'm Total. You know who I am. Today the victim is Pharoglyph, a sort of pseudo-roamer added to Loomian Legacy about yay long ago. So there have been some theories made before about Pharoglyph, credit to Lucky HD for the vid I got the alphabet from, and credit to the guys who made the alphabet, because that would have been a pain to make it myself. I'll show it later when it's neat, by the way. It has credits on it and everything. Anyways, the one I watched from Lucky had some fun ideas about Pharoglyph. He thought that Pharoglyph was a soul crystal. I mean, that's reasonable. That it was a sort of protagon situation, and that could have something to do with gammas, etc. Not too sure about the last one. I kind of skimmed past the end, to be honest. So those are all well and good, but like, how does this influence the storyline? What is Pharoglyph's true purpose? That right there, that's what I want to figure out. First, I went to the developers. One of the developers, Orchestra Cats, had actually sent me something when I asked. Now, I noticed it was named Maybe, the file, not the person, so I translated it using this handy-dandy root thing, credits to the dudes on the side, and surprise, surprise, it translated to Maybe. Now, I thought it meant evil or something for the longest time, so that really disappointed me. I also put Maybe through an anagram solver. I trust the internet way too much. Next up is the runes on the sides of the Pharoglyph and Pyramids. If you noticed earlier, some of the runes on the handy-dandy rune thingy were from the Pyramids, so that narrows it down a tad. So the whole of the Pharoglyph translated to A, B, C, F, K, O, H, M, Q, N. Repeat, F, K, O, and H, M, Q, N. G, A, B, L, H, P, S, A. Anyone who likes word unscramblers, help, I'll leave it in the description. And I got a headache from Pyramid, but at least I can say I translated a magical floating spinning top. The top half translated to H, A, I, Y, F, D, B, K, E, C, L. The bottom half translated to U, W, Q, V, S, Z, J, X, T, R, N, Y, W, O. I don't even know, man. I don't think we can feasibly get anything from this. It just seems like random gibberish that they put on there to make it look cool, you know? Even so, I ran a few different combos of word unscramblers with these letters. And I guess a few make sense, sort of. There were like over 100, so I'll just say the ones that were interesting to me. Some from Pharaoh were Ankh, Flashback, and Alphas, and one from Pyramid was Khalif. Khalif. Ankh is notable because of its Egyptian origin representing the key of life, or to the Nile. Flashback because of some notable flashbacks before, and it could represent a future flashback, and Alphas, that's pretty self-explanatory, I hope. Caliph, whatever. It's a leadership role in Islam, I think, and that was pretty interesting to me as Pyramid clearly has a desert origin, and so does Islam. I think I might be butchering that. So we'll see about that one. I, for one, think it may be a kind of Braille situation like in PvP, Pokemon Brick Bronze, like how we had to translate the runes to solve a puzzle, like for Braille, in the one by the Ice City, I think. So we'll see about that one. Yeah, that was for the Regis, by the way. So Pyramid and Pharoglyph clearly don't have any hints about them in their runes, or if they do, they're very, very vague. So let's move on to their Lumipedia entries. Pharoglyphs is, they used to serve the leaders of Old Roria, or so it is believed. Only one set of runes remains that depicts the role of this ancient being. So why did they bring up that they served the old leaders of Roria? Why so specific is more what I'm asking. Seer Knights is, they were sworn protectors of Roria's royal family many years ago. The royal family, not the leaders, the royals. It's weird that they make a distinction between the two. And even if I'm reading into that last one a little bit, they even bothered to make a distinction between Roria and Old Roria. I think Pharoglyph may have something to do with the transition of power from Old Roria to Roria, like the transition of dynasties in ancient China. Just a thought though, it's a really vague theory as I don't have much to go off of to begin with, especially because Pyramids doesn't really add much. So let's move on to the runes outside Sephirite. Those translate to a vision of darkness, the final is 5th, where 4 stand fearless, battle a creature or myth, the reward they claim is totally not lame. So, final is 5th. I took one look at it and thought, roamings. Not pseudo-roamers or one outside the storyline, like the actual story roamings. The final one we'll see is 5th. I don't know, just a thought. Creature of myth, I took that as like some of those Doge statues from my previous videos. Which is how, why don't you? I'll link it. From one of my previous videos, sorry. But what do those have to do with Pharoglyph? Honestly, I have no clue. Its eye is clearly there though, so it has to do with something there, right? Maybe it has to do with the reward, maybe it has to do something with the creature of myth they battle, but we'll have to see. As for now, I'm extremely disappointed to say that Pharoglyph's true purpose is still unknown, but when there's even the slightest hint there may be something new, I will make a new video on it, because how can I pass that up? Edit. Brad posted something a week ago or so ago that I forgot to mention in Pharoglyph language that translated to "Hello, Ant, are you happy?" in the Pharaoh language. I swear I've done so much Pharaoh translating that might be alliterated at this point. Ant Loomian, maybe? Otherwise, who's Ant and why are they happy? What did they do? Why is it in the Pharoglyph language? They could have said it in any other language. Like even Spanish could have been a choice, I don't know. Stay tuned, and until next time. This is just my take on it. Make sure to leave yours in the comments. I'll leave the letters and word on Scrambler I use in the comments if you want to take a crack at it. See you next time.